Believe in life. Always human beings will progress to greater, broader, and fuller life. The worker must work for the glory of his handiwork, not simply for pay. The thinker must think for truth, not for fame. Herein lies the tragedy of the age, not that men are poor, all men know something of poverty, not that men are wicked, who is good? Not that men are ignorant, what is truth? Nay, but that men know so little of men. The world still wants to ask that a woman primarily be pretty, and if she is not, the mob pouts and asks querulously, what else are women for? What do nations care about the cost of war, if by spending a few hundred millions in steel and gunpowder they can gain 1,000 millions in diamonds and cocoa? The South believed an educated Negro to be a dangerous Negro. And the South was not wholly wrong, for education among all kinds of men always has had, and always will have, an element of danger and revolution, of dissatisfaction and discontent. Nevertheless, men strive to know. Honest and earnest criticism from those whose interests are most nearly touched, criticism of writers by readers, of government by those governed, of leaders by those led, this is the soul of democracy and the safeguard of modern society. For education among all kinds of men always has had, and always will have, an element of danger and revolution, of dissatisfaction and discontent. But art is not simply works of art, it is the spirit that knows beauty, that has music in its being and the color of sunsets in its handkerchiefs, that can dance on a flaming world and make the world dance, too. The function of the university is not simply to teach breadwinning, or to furnish teachers for the public schools, or to be a center of polite society. It is, above all, to be the organ of that fine adjustment between real life and the growing knowledge of life, an adjustment which forms the secret of civilization. But we do not merely protest, we make renewed demand for freedom in that vast kingdom of the human spirit where freedom has ever had the right to dwell, the expressing of thought to unstuffed ears, the dreaming of dreams by untwisted souls. The most important thing to remember is this: to be ready at any moment to give up what you are for what you might become. In all things purely social we can be as separate as the 5 fingers, and yet one as the hand in all things essential to mutual progress. And yet not a dream, but a mighty reality, a glimpse of the higher life, the broader possibilities of humanity, which is granted to the man who, amid the rush and roar of living, pauses for short years to learn what living means. When you have mastered numbers, you will in fact no longer be reading numbers, any more than you read words when reading books. You will be reading meanings.